Team Grade 4, it's your self-proclaimed favorite mathematics teacher, Miss Aaliyah Brewster, and welcome to another edition of Grade 4 Mathematics. Today's topic is comparing mass using more than, less than, and equal sign. But just in case you're not feeling motivated, remember the words of Paul Halmos. The only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics. So boys and girls, what are you waiting for? Grab a pencil and a notebook, get settled, we're about to start. Are you ready? Let's go. To begin today's lesson, we're going to define mass. Mass is the quantity of matter in an object. In everyday life, mass is often called weight, but mass and weight are not the same. The weight of an object changes according to gravity, but the mass of that object would remain the same. For example, a brick would be weightless in space, even though it still has the same mass on Earth. Diving further to understand mass, we're going to discuss the units that are used to measure mass. Let's begin with milligram. Milligram is sometimes written as mg, but they mean the same thing. This is the smallest unit that is used to describe the measurement of mass. When you think of milligram, think of a feather or a pill, because most pill or tablets are measured in milligrams. There is also grams. A gram is equal to 1,000 milligram, and grams are written using the letter G. When you think of gram, think of the size of a paper clip. Lastly, there is kilogram. Kilograms are represented by kg. 1 kilogram is equal to 1 million milligrams or 1,000 grams. When you think of kilograms, think of the weight of a textbook or a pineapple. To measure mass, we use a scale. Scales can be found in home and shops. Here are some examples of various scales. We have the balance scale, the kitchen scale, the triple beam balance, and the hanging scale. To measure the mass of an object using a scale, we place the object into a pan. Next, we look to see where the hand or arrow is, and this will indicate the mass of the object. For example, the pumpkin on the scale has a mass of 4 kilograms. Second example, we can use the balance scale also to indicate the mass of an object. The balance scale works in this way. On one side, we'll have the object that we want to measure, and then on the other side, we'll have a weight that is equivalent to the object we're measuring. In this case, the bag of potato has a mass of 7 kilograms. I think you're ready to try our first activity. Using the diagram, identify the total mass of the bag of rice. If you guess that the mass of the bag of rice is equal to 5 kilograms, then you are correct. Give yourself a clap. Very good. Moving on, we're going to discuss converting units of measure. Conversion means to change the form of measurement into another unit without changing the size or the amount. For the conversion of standard units of mass, it is very important to know the relationship between the different units of mass. For example, 1,000 grams is equivalent to 1,000 kilograms, meaning that if we were to measure 1,000 grams and 1 kilogram on a scale, both would be the same amount. The only difference between them is the unit of mass. One is gram and one is kilogram. To help you understand this concept better, we're going to do some calculations. To convert kilograms into grams, we have to multiply by 1,000, or we write 3 zeros towards the right of the number. For example, if we were asked to convert 28 kilograms into grams, we must first know that 1 kilogram is equivalent to 1,000 grams. Therefore, we multiply 28 by 1,000. That would give us 28,000 grams. So, 28 kilograms is equivalent to 28,000 grams. Let's work another example. Say we're asked to convert 12 kilogram and 58 gram into grams. This question is similar to the other question, but something is different. In our first example, we were given kilograms only, and we were asked to convert the kilograms into grams. However, in this example, we're given kilograms and grams. So how do we go about solving this? Well, we first convert the kilograms and add that figure to 58 grams. Let's work it step by step. We're going to convert 12 kilograms into grams. To do this, we multiply 12 by 1,000. That would give us 12,000 grams. To that, we add 58 grams. Therefore, 12 kilograms and 58 grams is equivalent to 12,058 grams. Example 3. A pineapple has a mass of 2.12 kilograms. How do we find the mass in grams? Same concept. We know that 1 kilogram is equivalent to 1,000 grams. Therefore, we must multiply 2.12 times 1,000. When we do this, we simply take the point. When we're multiplying a decimal by 1,000, we move the point 3 places to the right. Okay, we move the point 3 places to the right. So right now the point is between 2 and 1. So we're going to move it 1 place, 2 place, 3 places. Therefore, 2.12 kilogram is equivalent to 2,120 grams. Now let's move on to discuss how to convert grams into kilograms. To do this, we must divide by 1,000, since 1 kilogram is equivalent to 1,000 grams. Let's work 3 examples to help us to understand how to convert grams into kilograms. First example, how many kilograms are there in 7,000 grams? Remember, 1 kilogram is equivalent to 1,000 grams. Therefore, we divide 7,000 grams by 1,000. If we cancel out the 3 zeros, we'll get 7 as our answer. Therefore, 7,000 grams is equivalent to 7 kilograms. Example 2. How many kilograms are there in 18,500 grams? We know that 1 kilogram is equivalent to 1,000 grams. Therefore, we divide 18,500 by 1,000. That would give us 18.5 kilograms. Example 3. A squirrel has a mass of 365 grams. Find the mass in kilograms. To do this, we're going to simply take the decimal point. And I hope you know this, boys and girls. Every whole number has a decimal point at the end or at the back of it. Whether or not it is written in, it is there. So, to convert 365 grams into kilograms, we're simply going to divide that number by 1,000. But a simpler way to do it is to move the decimal point 3 places to the left. Okay, 3 places to the left. So right now the decimal point is at the back, meaning it's after 5. So we're going to move it 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be in front of 3. To help us to visually represent this decimal properly, we're going to put a 0 in front of it. Therefore, 365 gram expressed in kilogram is 0.365 kilograms. Now that we have a general understanding of how to convert the various units of mass, it's time for us to learn how to compare the units of mass. When comparing units of mass, we have to ensure that the units being compared are the same. We will use a balance scale to compare the weights of two objects and determine which is heavier. Looking at the diagram, you would see the weight is lopsided, or the scale is lopsided. The part that is down weighs heavier than the part that is up, meaning the pencil case has more mass than the apple. And it's that simple, boys and girls. Now it's time for you to do some on your own. You're going to look at the following scales. Using more than, less than, and equal, we're going to compare the two weights of the objects. When you're finished, we'll be back to discuss. Were you able to get all correct? Let's verify. The first scale has an apple on one side and a tennis ball on the other side. Both the apple and the tennis ball has the scale balance, meaning that they both weigh the same. So to compare these two objects, we're going to use the equal sign because the apple is equal to the tennis ball. For the second scale, we have a tennis ball and a textbook. The scale is lopsided. The book causes the scale to go down. The mass of the book causes the scale to go down. So we can say that the tennis ball weighs less than the textbook. So we use the less than sign. For the third example, we have a textbook and a lamp. The scale again is lopsided, but this time the lamp weighs down the scale. So we can say that the textbook is less than or weighs less than the lamp. For the final example, we have a textbook and a pencil case. Again, the scale is lopsided. In this situation, the book weighs more than the pencil case. So we use the more than sign. The book weighs more than the pencil case. If you got all of your answers correctly, you deserve a treat. Well done. Let's continue with comparing units of mass. This time, we won't be using pictures or scales to help us. But I know that you are smart boys and girls and you don't need the pictures. All we need to remember is that when comparing units of mass, we must ensure that the units we are comparing are the same. This means if you're comparing in kilograms, make sure both units are in kilograms. Or if it's grams, make sure both of the units are in grams. We're going to do two examples, and we will be using more than, less than, or equal. The first example is 500 gram is more than, less than, or equal to 5,000 gram. Well, boys and girls, on one side we have 500 gram and on the other side we have 5,000 gram. Both of those weights are in the same unit, which is gram. So it is safe for us to compare. So what we need to look at now is the value of the weight. So we have 500 and 5,000. Obviously, 5,000 is more than 500. So we'll have to use the less than sign. Therefore, we'll read the problem like this. 500 gram is less than 5,000 grams. Now let's do another example. This one is a little different. We're asked to compare 9 kilograms and 9,000 grams. So here we see that our two mass are not in the same unit. So we have to convert one of them. Okay? So I choose to convert the kilograms into grams. To do this, I remember first that 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. So I multiply 9 by 1,000 and that would give me 9,000 grams. Now that I have that figure and both of my mass are in grams, it's safe for me to compare. Looking at the figures, 9,000 grams and 9,000 grams, we can say that they are equal. They are equal. Okay, boys and girls, I trust that you would have enjoyed today's lesson. Today we learned so much about mass. But remember the words of Paul Halmos, the only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics. This means that even though our study time would have come to an end, this does not mean that you have to stop working. Remember, if you wish to be successful at your upcoming exam, you must practice. Thank you once again for tuning in, boys and girls, and goodbye.